Okay, welcome back. We're up to episode 7 on RocNRole. What are you doing? You're just joking there.
Eating a cookie. I didn't realise you were staying.
I mean, I did say you're ready 4 times.
I think you were just too indulged in the cookie and I was just chuckling at him.
It's a good cookie, to be fair.
It is every week at this point.
Is it double chocolate chip though? That's the question.
Or is it triple? It's hazelnut chocolate.
Oh, we got specifics out of you. That's good. All right. I do believe after everything that happened last time, we might need a bit of a recap.
Yes. A little while.
Feels like forever.
It was a while back. Okay. So, after successfully rescuing Juno Gizmotink, by a request from a letter that you had anonymously, you eventually went to return her home and were approached by what you only know to be described to you as the Crimson Champions, the 4 individuals that were chasing you down as you approached the gates of Gizmotink Industries. You managed to get away, and then, like the good people you are, you manipulated a child into into getting you an audience with Gerford Gizmotink. And eventually got a form of reward. You also negotiated a potential other job as well, which was to save or return or locate or anything his other daughter, Bree. Now, your reward was quite substantial. The most important thing to take away from it was the open bar at the Whetten Whistle, which you may, or you are currently making your way through the, alcohol reserves.
Top shelf only.
The reserves. So, yeah, after gaining a new little companion along the way as well, you also met Storth, who, Jade, who, I should explain, is not here today. She is not feeling well. The lovely cat is not with us at the moment because she is ill. Luckily, Jade actually left at the end of the last session anyway, so this works perfectly.
She's doing Jade things.
She's doing Jade things, which she has done plenty of times before so far. Such as when you went to the casino, wasn't it? Yeah.
Went doing groceries, whatever that might be.
Nice. Tomorrow's the big shop day.
Everything's half price. You gotta be ready for it.
You can't live on paw alone.
No.
Okay, but yes, as Jade showed Storth where Juno was kidnapped and kept. And then eventually he returned and set to drinking with you guys. So currently you are still in the Whetten Whistle. You've got a lovely elven lady playing the harp in the background. It's quite a sophisticated place, and I mean, you stick out a little bit, all of you.
I don't have a shirt on.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Neither does Storm.
Got mine's back.
Always. Okay, so let's jump back in to you drinking away the pain that once was. and the success of the previous day.
Do you think round here they'll sell slime-proof clothing? Because I have a funny feeling I'm going to run into one of those again. And I quite like my clothes.
If you want slime-proof clothing, you're best fishing for them sewer fish, because they eat all the slime. You just skin them, make yourself a little vest out of them.
That doesn't sound...
Or you gotta have plenty of people do it.
It doesn't sound good. It sounds smelly.
I mean, yeah, but it keeps slime away.
I'm thinking, I like just normal clothes. Can I like get the sewer fish fat or something and rub that into the clothes? Would that do?
Yeah. I'll do it.
After we've rescued Bree. After we've rescued Bree, that might be the next thing on the agenda. That I'm getting my spinny axe, because I can do a lot with a spinny axe. That would help with sewer fish.
Sewer fishing and axe getting. More whiskey.
As with no tab as such, you are promptly brought another round for the whole table.
This is amazing. I did not expect this kind of service. Very nice place. Clientele's a bit snobby, but it's a nice place.
Have to rescue more kids. This is the treatment you get.
If I see anyone in the place looking at me a bit oddly, I'm just going to be like, until they look away, and just carry on drinking.
I'll just go sit with people.
Oh yeah, Shane's gone.
We're supposed to be being incognito.
Yeah.
Zara, I understand that. But look at me. I'm blue, I don't have a shirt, I've got a big axe on my back, and we're talking about sewer fish.
Yes.
There's quite a lot of attention drawn, so I don't think it could get worse. I mean, I could start hating a few people if you want to draw more, but I'm quite happy right now.
What is it exactly that you're laying low from?
Sewer fish.
So,
What are you've been talking about these sewer fish, but what?
They're
what
everywhere. They're a nightmare.
Surely
Go
they'd
into
be in the
sewers.
sewer though.
I mean, sewers run under everywhere if you think about it.
so have you ever done something that's not strictly legal before?
Because we haven't.
Just gonna insight there. Rolled 5, probably doesn't know much.
Because purely in the pursuit of knowledge, I accidentally, and just sort of look around, bring him in, stole someone's wife. Now that sounds weird, doesn't it? Because I found it weird too.
Didn't you just stop someone from save someone from being kidnapped?
Yeah, because you see, this was an accidental kidnap. She wasn't like myself or Storm or Juno. She was in the little gem. She was in the little thing. Soul crystal, was it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those things. And she was in a box, and the box was pretty. So I thought, that's definitely got information in. So I took the box, and it had her in it. But we returned her, because we are not bad people.
Whiskey, please.
You say that as you've got 2 glasses in your hand. And the bartender just looks at you and just shakes their head.
As he says, I'm just going to go, your hand, other hand. See, there was a misunderstanding, and now that orky, adventuring, guildy, Outlandian tit is for some reason after me. I don't know. I can't remember her. There's some connection there. I don't know what, but she seems very angry. And usually I like angry. I'm pretty angry with a lot of the time, but she's a bad sort of angry. Because she's trying to back up the morals. Just be angry. You want to hit something, you hit them. You want to chop its head off. That's why we have spinny axes. So yeah, that we needed to lay low from that sort of thing. But it's fine. It's all sorted now.
As you say that, the door just slams open of the tavern, and you just see this pink hue glaring around the room, locks on. Everyone's eyes just turn. 3 people enter on in after the half-orc lady.
Just gonna.
Can I try and pull him under the table?
I mean, you could try.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
I mean,
Pretty good grappling.
I've seen how strong Doctor is.
Although you carried me the other day.
Yeah, for ages.
What roll would I have to do?
It'll be strength
Just general,
versus
yeah.
either.
Definitely
Well,
contesting
it'll be
it.
athletics versus either athletics or acrobatics.
That's it.
I
I'm
imagine it'll
I'm
be
definitely going to
athletics.
contest
yes.
it because I'm quite drunk, so I'm like, get off.
Yeah.
That is not...
10.
Unnatural 20.
you start like grabbing hold of him, trying to pull him under the table, and it just draws more attention to you as as he's pulling you and wrestling you off.
I just put like one hand, like, get off. I'll look over and
Looks at you and just points.
I'll say, bugger me! He's right behind you. What are the chances of that?
He turns round, just sees her pointing directly at like your table, and starts to walk on over.
As she starts coming over, I'm going to go to him. I'm just going to whisper, I think she's pointing at you. I can't be sure, but... Yeah? Don't worry, I got your back.
Yeah, he's a little a little edgy right now. He sort of like starts to scooch his chair away.
As he's scooching away, I'll be like, we might need some more whiskey.
Yeah, all right. I can get you that. Just goes on over to the bar. She approaches. Well, you're keeping yourselves low, aren't you?
No, he was trying to keep me. He was trying to do something. I'm quite enjoying this place. It's nice, free drink.
Do you want a drink?
Did you really think that we wouldn't find you?
The question was if you want a drink, not whether or not we think you'd find
Whiskey for our friends here.
it. Just do you? Is the 3 with her as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, one for each of those funny-looking people over there as well. Grab a chair. I think the guy I was staring at before, I'm going to carry on staring at him and go. And see if he moves and leaves his chair behind. I'll go, there you go, his chair there.
Make an intimidation check.
14?
14, alright. Let's see about his okay. Yeah, he's like, you've been staring at him for quite a while now. And it's been sort of like, it's been hitting him as all of this happens, and the bar just goes quite silent.
Yeah.
There's the slow plucking of the harp in the background. It just goes very, very quiet. He immediately just gets up and vacates the chair. Scooches it in, sits down, takes a big swig. Well, I will be quite interested in how you're going to talk yourselves out of this one this time, especially with you conscious this time.
I mean, we have got a letter that says that once we rescued that kid and we stay quiet for tonight, we're good to go. And we've not left this bar, so I think you should leave us alone.
And we have stayed relatively quiet.
Mm-hmm. But whiskey, please.
Well, you have some audacity, just turning up at the same bar that we chased you essentially away from in the first place.
Well,
It was on our last place to look, for sure, but with the noise, we no doubt found you.
Well, we didn't pick it. you'll have Mr. Gizmotink to thank for that one, and the reason that we keep getting whiskey, the one over. This also seems very, very happy we brought back his dear Juno.
We work for him now.
Nice guy, bad dad, but a nice guy. Can't always be good dads. I mean, great granddad here. He's awesome. Can't get always good dads.
I still don't see how you've come to this disillusionment that you're going to be okay now.
Okay.
I've got a letter that says we're okay. I'll pull it.
Yeah.
It says we're okay.
Have a drink.
Just has a read through it. It looks like we got you on the last night then.
Okay. You saying, oh, how do you know that you're going to be safe? I'll bet you 5 gold. You sit there, we'll sit here. Keep drinking till we fall asleep. And we'll wake up in the morning, you go back to whoever that person was who hired you. I'm going to guess the man whose wife was stole. And you ask him, and he's going to say, no, it's all fine. Don't want anything to happen to him anymore. I don't mind the fact he stole my wife. And everything will be fine.
Don't want to spoil a good free bear on Gizmotink. You might as well drink the night away and then see what happens.
We were just talking about sewer fish as well.
They're everywhere.
Have any of you been into the sewer, and can you vouch that if you rub the fat on your clothes, it stops the slimes from getting you? Because as you can see, they ruined my shirt. I had to wear this weird frilly one. It was nice, but it didn't fit me. I'm pretty sure I've stretched it. I'm sorry, I will get you a new one.
How about a new bet, as you say? How about if I beat your ass right now, you come with me?
Can I see what time it is?
As in day?
Yeah,
If it's
time of
after
day.
midnight,
Yeah.
we're free.
Just make an intelligence check for me.
This is not going to go well.
14.
14, okay. I mean, you don't know the exact time, but you're probably guessing that it's close-ish to passing over into the next day, but it's maybe an hour or 2 away.
Okay, I'm going to lean into it. I'll say, okay. So what are your terms of this here? If I beat your ass, then you come with me. Is this going to be a one-on-one? Is this going to be all of us versus you guys? Because we've got a guy who can't stand sewers, so he's probably not going to be very good at
I'm not
holding
even here.
No,
close.
he went
Oh, he's
like
buggered
this.
off. Yeah, I'll point to nothingness and go,
You went to bed,
Yeah.
oh, he's really
So that Stork wouldn't see him.
Yeah, I'll point at the vacant chair, which I've probably not realised because I was drunk, and I'll go, the fuck did he? Little bastard. Anyway,
3
so
hours ago.
there's 4 of us. 3 of us could probably go at it. Dare, would you be interested in?
Oh, I mean, I'm mainly just interested in kicking your ass.
Well, it seems fair.
Can we warm up first? An hour stretching.
However-
Let's just do this. And she just pushes the table out the way and goes to get you.
Okay.
Like hands come straight for you. Just
I'm just gonna go straight for an uppercut as she comes in.
All right.
Lean back on the chair as I fall, just hit her straight in the
roll to hit.
chin. Okay. That's not good. That's a 5.
5. Okay. Must be the alcohol.
Yeah, I'll kind of go. I'll go. Fuck. It's not going back.
Just make me a Constitution saving throw. That's for everyone, actually. Everyone at the bar. Well,
That's 10.
Storth's gonna
6.
just slump over on the counter. He went to get those whiskies. I don't think he's coming back tonight.
17.
10.
6.
14.
10.
10's passable. It's fine.
Yeah, 10 is well, the DC. You're feeling very drunk right now. almost as much as Storth, which is amazing for someone that can't taste.
That's what it is. It's just been going down too quick.
Yeah.
He's been drinking bottle.
What did you get?
6.
Yes, you are. You're feeling it. It's heavy, but you can just about see straight, and it must have been a fluke that you missed before.
Yeah, I was like, shit.
Caught off guard. But yeah, just powers down on top of you, and you just hear the barman just go, "Hey! If you're going to do that, read the rules." It's just about to pound into you, narrowly avoided. Just glances over. You can see this essentially notice board that has been aptly framed, very, very exquisitely as well. There are 4 bullet points to this thing. Firstly, the title reads, "No Unsanctioned Bar Fights." And then after that, the bullet points read, "Requests must be made to fight." And the bartender is judge of everything. The second one reads that the participants will be locked in by the judge, as a stage will be cleared if successful. The third one reads, there shall be no off-stage assistance. And the fourth one reads, no weapons, no harmony, and no deaths.
Okay.
I was hoping that was going to be a rule.
As I read
That should be something that's in all pubs. Can I just point that out?
That should be a stage for a fight.
Yeah.
That should be rule number 1.
If someone's gonna
no
die,
deaths.
enclose it.
as I've looked at this, I probably won't be able to read it. I'm gonna go and try and throw her down and like get on top of her, and then I'm gonna look at the barman if I succeed, and I'm gonna say, "Do you mind?" But I want to see if I can like wrestle her off and.
All right, make an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah.
No, it's not happening. That's an 8. Unless she rolls terrible. I'm drunk. What can I say?
You need a new set of dice.
It's a bad roll, but still better than that. Yes, as you try and wrestle her off right now and throw her to the ground, you sort of stumble slightly off the chair, manage to grab yourself, but just like stand up and go into like this linked wrestle with her. The barman like hurries on over, and you can just see like everyone starting to like make a bit of space around you, but also the actual the other tenders to the patrons, the other servers, are starting to encircle you. There's about 4 of them in total, including the bartender, who rushes on over and just goes, "Okay, I told you no."
And have I thrown a punch? I was getting up.
Right. You two wanting to go at it then?
Throw her off me, as long as she lets go of me. I'll say, I got some time to kill.
You can just see her like getting a little bit worked up as well as a little bit pumped up.
I'll take my battle axe off and me bag and I'll leave it with you. Start warming my shoulders up.
She turns to the bartender and just, well, it isn't exactly what I had in mind, but our little wager still sticks, yes?
We'll see what happens if you think you can do it.
What sort of place is run like this anyway? Starts to separate the two of you as a space is being cleared. The table is like pulled up, and you guys are like guided out of the way as like a stage is cleared. And he just like looks towards her and just goes, "Well, it would be one that is not welcome to riffraff, if you know what I mean."
As he looks at me, I'm going to be looking past me. What's he looking at?
Well, he's actually looking at both of you right now.
I'm still going to be going, how about, must be you.
Just turns back. Clearly. What were you going to say?
I just wanted to sidle up to one of her companions, like
Okay.
pass my whiskey and be like, "So did these two used to date or something? Like, what is going on?"
I don't know. She has not mentioned such.
It just seems a bit intense, doesn't it? It's like a sewer fish that's sent a slime straight for it.
Right. They'll drink to free drink. All right. As the whole tavern just dulls to a hush, the stage is cleared. Tender comes up to you, brings you both together. Okay, so we know the rules, yes?
So I don't use harmony, but I fight with other means. Is that okay? It'll still be fists.
No weapons.
No weapons.
No weapons. That's the only rule in that scenario.
Good stuff. I'll be having an internal monologue going, Marrow, she's all yours. At that point, I'll start going blue more and more and more.
Okay. Alright, as you both start to square up to each other. Pure silence. The heart wouldn't be able to cut this. This is certainly a sophisticated bar fight, as would be expected in the Lord Marilyn Quad. So as you both square up to each other, I hope you're ready to get what's coming to you.
It's a big smile as the blue completely takes over. I was just going to go, yeah.
There's the
Let's dance,
fucker.
bitch.
All right, roll initiative.
Okay, going to try a different dice this time. Natural 20.
Oh.
22. It's a good start.
It is a bloody good start.
Marrow should come out more often.
I should use that dice more often. Literally rolled that first die like 3 times in a row. It was just low. Natural 20.
Okay. All right. As you take first initiative, this. Yeah. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to punch her in the face, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Big haymaker coming round. That's terrible again. 6 to hit.
You just can't attack me. That's all it is.
Okay. As you just can't hit the face.
Yeah.
It appears. As again, you just go in for a big swing. He completely misses as she just sort of like she sort of just she just redirects it entirely and just goes in for a counter like right to the spleen. What are you doing?
Probably lowering my arm to take the shot. I'm going to
Okay.
just jab her in the throat.
All right, is that the end of your turn then?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That is a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay.
She's going to annihilate you.
I'm raging, so she's going to have to throw a lot of punches.
I'm saying she can't do the same.
Yeah, she's also raging.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a long fight if that's the case, so it might push till midnight.
Just one.
Okay, yes. Are you raging?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Right. You don't actually get any pluses on this, do you?
What, for raging?
No, for
Non-weapon attack.
unarmed strike.
No, it's just what the damage you do. I think it's strength modifier that
It
determines
is.
it.
Yeah, it's strength modifier on weapon attacks that it only adds, not unarmed.
Strength on weapon attacks.
I believe that's what it is. Like it gives an extra plus when you're raging
Doesn't
on
unarmed
damage.
Oh, okay,
classes-
okay.
Isn't it? Because there's a difference between weapon attacks and attacks with weapons, isn't
I don't know.
there? Yeah,
That sounds like the same thing.
No, that's why they write it differently. I'm sure.
No, because there's things such as natural weapons and then unarmed strikes.
Because I remember reading it.
If you're wearing a ring, it might be.
I'm just gonna test something out.
I'm not sure about a ring.
Just to check it.
Unless it was a ring of shocking grasp, I don't know.
Oh my god, I need to stop clicking that. Right. Yeah, I just needed to check something on your strength modifier and how it works. Okay, so yeah, as the body blow comes in, you receive 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that halved for the rage?
No,
Really?
so you halve that.
Ah, so it's already been
3.
halved.
No.
Oh, yeah, so it's 3 damage then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I drunk?
No, but I am.
What just happened?
Okay.
Everyone gets confused.
Is she throwing anything else?
That is something that I don't know either, actually.
Does
Can
she
you
have
make multiple attacks? Because you can do with a light weapon, and technically your fists are pretty light.
Do you not have to bonus
Yeah.
action 2 weapon fighting first?
And
I
I think
believe-
it's a weapon, isn't it? So.
Yeah, true. Oh, so I can throw 2 punches.
I reckon you can probably
Oh,
throw
that's
2
awesome.
punches.
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing. Is that right?
I'm not 100%, but I'd imagine it would be the case because
Yeah.
your fists are lighter than daggers.
They are
so
lighter
you should
than
be allowed
daggers.
to. And I think that's technically how monks can throw 4 punches in a turn.
Yes.
No, wait, no, because that would still require key points and bonus, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you must be able to.
Okay.
Also, in fact, just take the 5 points of damage because there's no chance that I'm doing this. Because as soon as she hits, you just watch her face sort of like glaze on over, this like grin appear on her face,
Oh, she's also raging.
and she goes into a rage.
We all sit down and start playing cards.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for that throat punch.
So yeah, you can hit 2.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for that throat punch, and then I'm gonna try and hit her in the jaw.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so that's a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
3
yeah.
points of damage.
Yes, it is.
And that's 14 to hit. I imagine that probably misses.
That just about misses, yeah.
Okay. No worries. Then I'll stand there.
Right, it's time for me to get out 2 dice now.
Oh, good idea. I can do that too.
I don't think either of these hit. The highest was 13.
Nope, both miss.
Yeah, takes 2 swings. Both of them go wide.
16 and a 15.
The 16 hits.
So is her AC 16 then?
From what you can make, probably is.
Okay, so that's
say that was
that's
a
another 3
pretty
points of
good
damage.
guess.
15 misses, 16 hits.
Just wanted to make sure.
15 and a half.
All right, so you get another punch in. Oh, that's a 19 and 23.
They both hit.
All right.
Except from one of. Oh no, can I use this?
What are you thinking?
Yeah, one of those I'm going to impose disadvantage on. So as she goes to swing, Max is going to pop out to try and distract. So I imagine she'll probably swing for him instead.
Well, in this scenario, because Max has fully taken shape,
Well, Marrow's
it would be
Marrow's taken shape, so it will be.
Oh, no, it would be Max.
Yeah. Max
Yes.
is gone. He's probably gone.
Punching that one.
Turns out I am drunk. But it still hits.
There you go.
Because that's a 21.
That does hit. Okay, how much damage is that?
10 points.
10 points of
Yeah.
damage.
Wow.
Yeah, just
How
like.
come she's better than you?
Rolls? I don't know.
She's split in half.
Wait,
Pushing between
probably
the two of you.
stronger.
Were those halved?
We're not halved because we're not doing
Not
halved.
Or
halved.
just
We're
because
just
it would
doing
take
it straight
forever.
then.
Yeah, we're doing it straight because they're both raging,
Yeah.
and it'd just take forever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can I shout some advice from the sides?
You can certainly do so.
Grapple, grapple.
I'll sort of I'll stare at him, and I'm going to improvise. I'm going to run up, try and grab her around
Okay.
the waist, and smash her into the ground.
Oh,
German
Like,
it's a
Yeah.
German suplex.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to try and do that.
Okay.
You're trying to do the high techniques.
It doesn't work. That's all I'm
Okay.
going to say.
Wait a minute. Does it not work? Oh no, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah, it doesn't work
Yeah,
because
what was
my
that?
dice are painful. At 7, it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
no, that does not work.
Abort, abort.
You just grab hold of her waist and try and lift her up. She's not so much heavy as she is well built,
And I'm drunk.
and you're very drunk, and she just I'm going to enjoy this so much,
Oh, no.
and just two-fisted slam onto you. All right.
Natural 20 by any chance?
No, it's
Oh.
not.
Oh.
She goes down, and your face sort of like pops up for the brief second,
Yeah.
and you just manage to dodge out the way as she brings it down, nearly hitting herself in the force that she was like throwing her fist down.
Okay, with that, because obviously now her hands are down, I'm just going to go 2 to the face.
Okay.
Or friggin' try to anyway. So one hits, one's an 18 and one's a 9.
Yes.
So that's 3 points of damage again.
3 points of damage. Yes.
I think one of them needs to go to the dice jail.
Because I'm like, I'd probably be at the side of it. If I moved away when I got opportunity of attack, would you swing?
I mean, if you move too far away, but if you're just like going out and swinging in.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
going to try and do. So I'm going to move back, and then the next turn I'm going to come big shot in.
Okay. All right. Well, as you sort of like dash on backwards, she's gonna try what you did and just grab you and wrestle you to the ground.
Okay.
She's just gonna try and pile on top of you. So I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
That
That's
is a 20.
21.
Oh. Good roll.
When she tries to wrestle me, I'm just going to do what she did. Just 2 hands straight into her back. Or try to at least, anyway. But the rolls are shocking.
All right,
today.
go to hit.
19.
I mean that hits. Are you taking a second shot?
Yeah, after I've like hit her down like that and her back's probably buckled, I'm going to try and knee her in the chin
Oof.
and bring her head up. So I'll go for another hit. That's 13. I don't know he's going to.
Hits himself in the chin.
You go to knee, but she like swiftly moves out the way. As soon as you strike on the back, you just hear like an oh, and like the cheer as it slightly she evades the
I've still
the
got another
shot.
one.
Fair enough.
Still yet to try that one. I just don't think the rolls are with me.
All right.
Just challenger in the high.
Oh, she's just gonna go for 2 shots against you. Just rushes you and just tries to do like grabs your head and just tries to do 2 body blows. One's a 24 to hit,
That one hits.
and the other is 7.
That misses.
Yeah. So that's 5 points of damage.
Okay. With that, I'm going to headbutt her. Because she's like holding me like that, so I'm going to headbutt her in the nose, or try to. Let's channel my inner high. That's 16, so that hits. So that's 3 points of damage.
That is just
After
about a
I've
hit.
headbutted her, I'm going to try and aim for the nose. Try and pop her nose.
Oof, okay.
And then I'm going to grab her head and drive it into my knee. I'll try to at least. That hits, that's a 19.
Okay,
Nice.
alright. The head is introduced to the knee at a vigorous speed.
Come on, Reed.
Just see it like bust open her nose slightly. The small fangs like pointing upwards. Just bird growls at you, getting proper riled up. She's actually gonna try and just grab you into a headlock and
Okay.
just punch to the face.
Is that a contested strength again?
It is, yeah.
It's 19.
That is a 24.
You had to roll on that.
Oh no, 23. Added up wrong.
So
I'm still, yeah.
So I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Just grabs hold of you and just is gonna just punch you straight in the face. Oh, we're just wondering. Yeah, you just grappled.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
no advantage or anything. That is only a 9, but you are grappled right now.
Okay, I'm going to try and grab her legs and like slam her into the floor.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be strength again, I'd say.
Yes, it will be contested athletics. You're gonna have to roll high.
No, no, that's an 8.
That is a 24 this time.
Okay, so as I try that and that doesn't work, I'm just gonna throw up a punch straight up into her teeth again. I'm
Okay.
gonna try and break one of those bad boys. That hits. That's an unnatural 20.
Oh, nice. Alright, as the face punch comes in, there's like a bit of a from the whole crowd as it echoes around the room. You're going to regret all of this. Still in the headlock. She's just gonna try and punch away right now. That is a 6 and a 18.
18 hits.
So that
Six
hits,
doesn't.
so 5 points of damage. Yeah, as she tries to go for the first one, you sort of like pull back so much that she hits you in the head, but it does not hurt in the
Forehead.
slightest. Yeah, it almost like breaks her knuckles as she just collides
Okay.
with Marrow's very solid skull.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try again and slam her again into the floor by
Okay.
like lifting her. So we'll go athletics again. It's not great. It's a 14.
Contested.
Mhm.
I mean that's a 14 on
Oh,
the dice. So
wow. Yeah, so she
wins.
beats me. So again, as I like wrestle, I'm going to use the opportunity to launch another uppercut straight up and try and hit her in the jaw
As you
again.
clip the table on the way past as
Oh
well.
yeah. Too drunk. That misses. That's only a 10. It's probably why
Yeah.
I missed because I cut the table.
yeah. You've backed quite a way up right now, and although there is a circle, you sort of like swing wildly, and your hand just like clips the table. Okay. She's just going to take you to the ground. Yeah, she's going to try and take you to the ground and just wrestle you into a mount and just punch.
Okay.
So I need you to make a contested strength check.
So is that athletics again? Yeah.
Yes. That is a 20.
Oh well, that's a crit fail. So she floors me instantly.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
She just sweeps your legs as your head reaches the ground before the rest of your body, and your head just collapses into the ground.
Right, at that point we'll give inspiration.
You're gonna have to not get caught.
Well, no, because it's not magic.
That is 100% magic.
It is magic.
What is it? It's the trait, isn't it?
It's a
No,
magical
it's
trait.
it's
Yeah, it's a magical trait though.
So you'd have to not get
Oh no,
caught
I'm
off.
not doing it then.
Oh, okay.
You fucking have to get beaten.
I mean, you could try, but you just have to not get caught.
Yeah, you can certainly try it.
No way.
Too much respect for the rules. Okay.
I might see David thinking about it, and like while I'm on the ground, I'm like, no.
All right. You're gonna take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from rolling that crit fail as your
That's
head
fine.
collides into the ground. She just mounts straight on top of you, and she's just gonna bear down. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is 5 points of face damage to the bludgeon.
5 points of face damage.
Okay.
Get out
I'm gonna
of
put
there.
She just like bearing over you, just a big smile on her face.
Okay. I'm going
Takes
to.
you,
Bump and roll.
takes us back, eh?
I'm looking her in the face and go, I don't know what you're talking about.
Definitely
And
a
then-
couple.
And then resume raging, and I'm going to try and like hip thrust her off, like they do in MMA, to like get her up, throw her off me, and
Okay.
spin round, and then as she's getting up, swing wildly.
Alright.
That's if I can actually get her off.
Yeah. Roll your athletics check. That is a
Not
16.
rolling well. That's an 11. Just not rolling well. So as
Feels like I'm rolling the dice that you're adding up to.
yeah, it's just not going well. And with that, I'm just going to try and punch her in the face
Okay.
because that didn't work. That hits. That's 20. Why couldn't that happen before? That's 22. So
Okay.
that's 3 points of damage.
All right. You slam her to the face. It is coming right back at you, don't you worry. I'm gonna have to roll one of those again because it hit the other dice and then rolled onto a higher number, and I can't remember the original one. But that one was a 14, so that
That
misses. And that is a 14.
Lansing then she punches the floor with that one. Goes smack. Move my head.
Yes, bang, straight into the ground. And just not taking any chances, sweeps for your face instead. At this moment in time, I do want you to make a history check.
Okay.
Because as you get slammed to the face with another 5 points of damage.
History, that's a 13.
13, okay.
Because I have a negative on history.
It's not going well for you.
I'm a forgetful guy.
You definitely recall something with this individual. She seems extremely familiar to the point of you feel embarrassed that you don't remember right now,
Okay.
and you can't exactly put your finger on it other than the fact that she was definitely a member of your past group,
Okay.
even if for a small amount of time. But you swear there's something more than
Okay.
that.
I'm going to look her in the face for a second.
Bloody lie.
And I'm going to say, fuck, you remember Vasith and Virtue. Yeah. I'm gonna say, after this happens, after whoever wins, me and you are going to have a conversation because I feel really embarrassed that I forgot about this. Anyway, and I'm going to hit her straight in the face.
She is so wound up right now. You can just see it on her seething face.
So I'm going to hit her in the face and I'm going to once again try and throw her off me.
Okay.
These
go.
throws aren't going well.
Well,
He has to try me.
I had to get her off.
Bump and
That's a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, so that's 3 points of damage. And then to try and throw her,
Mhm.
roll again.
Oh yes, that's contested. Oh, that's not good. That's a 9.
14.
Yes.
All right. As this she is so annoyed right now that she doesn't see the punch coming and just clearly takes it, knocking her sideways. You just take that opportunity, just push her and roll her off.
As she's, I imagine, prone, I'm going to move back 10 feet
Okay.
And I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Actually, I might move back. If there's enough space, I might move back. Yeah, no, just 10. 10 all day.
Okay.
I'll like jump back and see if she has anything to say to what I said before I proceed to smack her again.
Before you get clocked out.
I'll be ready.
Just
I've done
stands up. Stands up, gets to her feet. To be fair, I expect this from you. Maybe not from the other one, but I'm going to really enjoy kicking the shit out of you.
Mara's just going to smile back and be like, whatever makes you happy.
You fucking blue shit.
That's a bit of racism.
Yeah, just do a storm and go, oi!
I mean, that is a 9.
That misses.
And then after she launches herself at you, you just manage to evade, and then like you're right on the edge of this like staged area right now, and you're sort of like pressed against a wall as she comes in with the punch. You just move slightly out of the way, and her fist just crunches and folds in. Oh, I mean, you're even now. That's 3 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
from terrain.
Can I talk to her mates to her in the blue side?
I mean, yeah, it's nothing
Say,
stopping you.
Throw in the towel. She is hurt.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I can't do that. She'll just keep going until she drops anyway. You don't want to interrupt that. I mean, I'm not.
I do.
So as she's just crunched her hand, because I moved out of the way, I'm going to back up 10 feet. So
Okay.
I'm going to jump back, and then I'm going to action dash it. So I'm going to use all my speed, and I'm going to bonus action use the charger feat.
Okay.
So with that, when it hits her, I can get, well, if it hits her, I get +5 damage.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to say because you are backing up a full 10
I'll get an
feet,
opportunity, yeah.
she will take that opportunity with a natural 20.
Oh, in that case, she just that's going to be double damage, isn't it?
It's 10.
Then I'm spark.
Really?
Yeah, I'm unconscious. Yeah, that floored me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bad decision.
As you jump back, you just feel this clout to the back of your head. It just knocks you, and things just start to go blurry. Like you thought this was gonna be longer, and then your face just slams down into the ground.
And I am
Oh
asleep.
God, now you have to go with it.
Hopefully I've wasted enough time. No.
There was like an hour.
All right. As this happens, she's just gonna rush on over, mount on top, turn you over. There's no way. And then just start to like punch on into you. You watch as like as 2 hits like come in, and someone just like all of them just like run in. All of the people at the bar just immediately run in. All right, in the frenzy, they managed to like just rip her off.
Can I, to check, because he's done a silly bet and he's going to get taken away, I'm going to try and make Grey Cloud, like, come out of him, and I'll be like, she's killed him! She's cheated! Get the cards!
That is brilliant. That is.
All right, as Grey Cloud like vanishes on into the floor, all eyes are locked. So I'm gonna give him advantage on stealth.
What's this? Was it dexterity stealth?
Yes. I mean that is a god awful roll. You've not got a lot to beat there.
21.
Okay. With everything focused entirely on stopping this killing happen right now, floats down into the floor, unseen, and the little childlike sprite pops out of his
This is brilliant.
Vasithan form. Just, I mean,
And I'm gonna like crouch down on him and be like, "Rage, no!" And then Grey Clay is gonna like float up and then disappear.
just roll a performance check.
Oh, please.
It's gonna be with disadvantage.
Is it for me or Grey Clay?
For Grey Cloud?
For Grey Clay, so that's.
Question: in that fight, did I at least chip one of the teeth?
With disadvantage.
Not the tusks,
Yeah.
but maybe.
Three.
I mean, you did a
Oh,
lot
no.
of damage.
Oh,
What was that?
3.
Okay, alright. As Grey Cloud, like, just comes out of this Vasithan form as this small boy elf avatar. It certainly fools a lot of people. A lot of drunk people
Yeah.
that just like, oh my god, just killed him, just killed him, and you just watch as the bartender who's like looking at Grey Cloud vanish into the ceiling above, and then make his way back to you, unseen, but just shakes his head at the premise. Just goes, yeah, who the hell was that? That wasn't even close. Anyway, sort of like splashes some water on your face as turns you over. I mean, you've taken 2 death saving throws.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought I would have done.
But it would seem like you are in safe hands right now.
Okay.
Sort of carries you on over to where the edge of the bar is, and yeah, I mean, is there anyone in here that can wake him up?
I'll healing word him.
Okay.
5 points of
5
hit.
points of health.
Health.
Okay.
Okay, as soon as
Just-
that healing word hits
Yeah.
me, I'm gonna just catapult back forward because I don't know what's happened. All I know is I've woken up, so I'm just gonna jump
Yeah.
forward again.
You jump forwards, and you almost immediately collide with this table that's like right in front of you. It's been pushed to the side, like where the edge of the bar is, and you just see in the center of the room right now, the main bartender, like, still, like, there's a few other people like still holding her back right now, but forcefully like lifting. The guy's pretty big as
Yeah.
well, like forcefully lifting up their arm and just going, well, it looks like we have a winner. Round of applause, please.
I'm gonna look really confused. I'm gonna
There's a
walk,
spattering applause and a few
I'm
cheers.
gonna walk over to Storm and go, did Marrow lose?
Yeah, you're in a bit of trouble now, mate. I tried to bluff it, but.
I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. You lost to a girl. You can see like a constant blue and normal shift going on as the internal argument happens. I don't care if you were drunk. What do you mean? This is your thing.
Alright, after a few things calm down and she finally falls out of the rage. Tables are pushed back together.
I'll sit back down.
Bartender comes on over to you and just points to the sign again. Remember, no messing around in here.
Take a sip of my
She
whiskey.
won fair and square.
Yeah? Yes, she did. We get this constant blue
Looks at
shit.
you with a questioning smile and then just goes behind the bar. Must be drunk.
Correct.
Whiskey!
Just out of interest, how badly did I hurt her?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Five.
5.
She's fine.
Not insightful.
She's absolutely fine.
She's got a few scrapes on her, but other than that, you're not entirely sure. She seems to be hiding it well. You definitely remember hitting
A good few
a
times.
good few times.
Is her hand not flopping around everywhere?
You look at her left hand. It's definitely like still a bit swollen.
Okay, as I see a hand that's all janked, put my hand forward and I'll go, you won, put it there.
You always were the more reasonable one.
She hands me a hand, I'm going to twist it and go, did I do that to you?
In a sense, it was more the one.
Let go of a hand. Right, okay, 1 second. She had one hand and you still lost. I am never going to let this go. Yeah, you may have been drunk, but I presume she's been drinking as well. Anyway, I did notice something in the fight though, which was surprising. I thought I recognised you from somewhere, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I got a lot of blows to the head. You were in double V, weren't you?
Just make a charisma check for me.
Just annoying him.
After saying that again,
14.
see her eye sort of like twitch.
14. That's pretty charismatic for Max.
It's pretty good.
However.
Well, yeah. Still unbelievable. But yes. We were, well, I was a part of the Seethan Virtue for a short time.
Well, it doesn't exist anymore, as you can probably tell. Do you hear about what happened?
Oh yes.
Well, then you should know that he had it coming.
Who had it coming?
You do know the reason I got kicked out, right?
Because of you.
Yeah, well, there's a whole story behind why that happened. You don't mouth off about people's family. It's just something that's written in the stones. You don't talk about things you don't know about. And he couldn't take a punch.
Well, speaking of rules, even if you're in a deathly situation, you don't use someone's instrument as a defensive weapon.
You're really confused.
Let's roll another history check.
Yeah.
I imagine you're looking worried.
That's 10.
This is the past.
Well, I mean, it's killed someone.
A 10. Okay. I mean, it's you're struggling for details, but the distinct jogging of that memory suddenly surfaces. You remember being in not just the group in your group together with this particular woman, but you have a flashback, a moment. You have a flashback where you remember there were undead creatures. They were animals, sort of like corpse wolves, that were plaguing an area. You remember a whole pack surfacing after taking a few out, and being in close contact with this woman. After being disarmed, you remember grabbing the first thing that was nearby, which was a lute off her back, and slamming it into an approaching wolf.
Yeah.
More of a memory from Marrow's point and perspective,
Okay.
but it's you.
Okay. I'll look at her. I'll go, is that what all this is about?
Well, No, I'm getting paid a very handsome amount, actually.
Because I'll get you a new loot. It's fine.
It won't be my loot.
Well, we just grabbed the first thing that was there. I didn't know that it was going to be your loot. I just sort of hit one in the face.
You took
and
it from my back.
I was. You know how it gets when you're in the heat of battle. I didn't think, oh, let's do that. I didn't mean anything by it. There's a lot of stuff that I do that is purely instinctive. There's not a lot of malice behind it. Although the reason I got kicked out of Double V was 100% malice. That guy had it coming.
Yes, well, I heard what happened, and I don't need your side of it. I can imagine fill in the details as such.
I think you would have done the same thing.
Well, I try not to let anger overpower my decisions.
That's not the real you. I may have Marrow, who does, well, what just happened. But I saw you in there. Now, the true you enjoys this. I've seen that smile many, many times.
Make a charisma check, and do it with advantage.
Hey. Thank
You
God
needed
for
it.
advantage. Some 11. Still pretty good for Max, to be
Okay.
honest. Yeah.
You hit double figures.
Yeah. Crit failing a 10. Going well.
Sort of like, she leans in. Well, I have half a mind to almost let you go, but sort of like redirects your face to meet her gaze, looks directly at you. But I take my chances, and I value survival over anything else, so getting paid is one of those things.
You won, fair and square. However, I presume some of you've been chasing me for days that there isn't actually a deadline here. So, why don't we have a catch-up?
Well, I believe I read the deadline when I was made aware of the letter.
You were confident that the letter's bollocks.
Now, I was confident that the letter would mean you expire in a few hours.
I almost expired then, but I plan on living quite a bit longer.
We made a deal with you, and a deal's a deal. But how's about, what if we can buy you out that deal if I give you some information that'll make you a load of money more than you'll get for this?
How much are we talking?
Let me just check my notes.
How much are we getting for this?
I'm going to be staring wide-eyed at Storm. I'm going to lean in. I'm going to try and whisper, but it's not going to be a whisper because I'm half dead and very drunk. I'm going to say, you better not tell her about the spinny axe. That's my invention.
No, I haven't.
Because she'll take it. I smash the loot.
I feel like Kat's written the amount down, but it was that meeting at
The meeting
Frozen
is
Grass.
for, I think, 500 gold pieces.
500 gold.
Yes.
It's for 500 gold pieces. There's a meeting in the front.
No.
In the, I'll tell you if you agree.
Very drunk right now. People catching their own words.
Whiskey!
You slur that and put the letter back.
We've got our own job. You can have that one if you let us go.
I thought I might have been able to get a freebie there for a second.
Yes, me too.
I think it was coined in Corsar Import that loose lips sink ships.
And apparently sea badgers.
What's a sea badger?
Sink sea badgers.
No, sink ships. You talked about the entire boat over here.
I've never heard of a sea badger. I've heard the phrase "swordfish eat slimes."
Has he also been in a fight?
not that I'm aware of.
He definitely did say something about sea badgers.
They say-
Definitely did,
They
yeah.
say sewer fish eat slimes. Sometimes there's gold in them, but then they're eaten by sewer fish. That's the saying I've heard on boats.
It's a rather long saying.
You won't want to get that on a mug. You need two.
T-shirt merch.
As he says this, I'll say, plus, you take me to Mr. Lost My Wife. To be honest, if you ask me, it's a very silly place. It's a very silly place to bring your wife. I wouldn't put my wife in a locker, because that seems rude. I'd have her with me all the time. I probably wouldn't trap in the crystal either. We're not here to talk about morals, but if you do, then we won't get to do this again. And although Maro should not have lost you, because he's quite clearly a wimp and you had one hand, we are quite drunk. I'd like to do this when I have not had. I'm going to look at all of the glasses on the table, try and work out how many are mine. Upwards of 15 glasses.
Pints.
The pint
whiskey.
of whiskey. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go. Jesus.
Yeah, after waking up, you're feeling even more drunk now.
Yeah.
You're really feeling it.
Lovely concussion to add.
Yeah. Nothing like
Near-death experience, right?
I mean, it is certainly a lot of gold, but I mean, it interests me. But as opposed to selling it all, I imagine this is a job that I wouldn't get paid for until I do the job. So
Let's be honest though, I'm being friendly because I don't know where you'd have to take him, but you'd probably take him more than half an hour to get there. So you're not really going to get paid for this anyway at this point.
As she said that she wasn't.
I'm pretty sure I could drag his unconscious ass anywhere.
As she said she wasn't sure about that deal, I'm just going to go. I'm going to stand up. I'm just going to start scanning the room, see if anyone has a loot.
Not an instrument shop, but yeah, it doesn't appear like anyone has a loot nearby.
Does anyone have any instrument apart from the harp?
There are another few instruments, but there are.
Not you, don't worry.
They are mainly quite large string instruments. There's almost like a. There's an instrument not too dissimilar from like a shamisen, which isn't too far away, but
Okay.
it is distinctly
Is
different.
it the singer who's got it?
It is
Okay.
in her pile
Okay.
of.
I'm going to walk over to her. I'm going to go. Beautiful song before. Sorry about all that. How much for that thing?
Yeah, I mean this isn't for sale.
Would like 20 gold do?
Definitely not.
30 gold.
No. Are you okay? I saw you fight. It was it was definitely a show.
Thanks. You see, it's not for me. You see the very angry orc lady over there? Well, years ago, I smashed a lute into the face of a solely bony dog thing. And she's still quite broken up about it, so I was hoping to get an instrument to give her, so then she will be okay. And I can't see a lute around here, so I thought, that thing looks a bit like a lute. That'll do.
I mean, it is not. It's not too dissimilar. But if you're looking for some, if they play the lute, it is different.
I'm sure she'll pick it up.
And it's not for sale. I was mainly just giving advice. You seem just a tad inebriated.
Okay, how much do those things usually sell for in shops?
It depends on how classy you're going. But
Just one.
just one,
Then
a standard. I don't know, maybe anything from 15 to 50 gold, depending on the place.
We could probably do that. Thank you very much for your time. I'm gonna give her some whiskey. It's for you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna give Stormond on and go. Soid it. It's all good. Don't worry about your loot. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you one of those things. Apparently, she said it's better than a loot. So it's virtually the same thing. You can play your loot, and everything's sorted. You can do the thing that he was talking about, and you've got a shmiller thing.
Deal.
I mean, you're not the one taking the deal here. I would very much like you to go out and replace, or attempt to replace my loot.
Okay. I'm gonna start standing up and walking
Absolutely
out.
not.
No,
Sit down.
grabs hold.
What?
Sit down.
She wants a loot. I'm gonna go and find one.
And it's nearly midnight and there's no shops. Definitely not open
Even
at
better,
this
there'll be
point.
no security.
And you are not going outside until after midnight.
We can get her a gizmotic loot. We got 15% off.
Let's hope it's less than 20 gold then. Sit back down. Plan.
Okay, so I've been mulling your offer over, and well, how about you? I have 4 conditions. Firstly, I want that meeting.
I offered you that, so yeah, that's fair.
Secondly, I want 50 gold up front, just in case nothing happens. Thirdly, I want you to go out of your own way to get me a loot in the near future.
I was gonna do it then.
Nothing's open. How long have you been in town?
Can I roll for history?
At this point, I'm going to say no. You have no idea.
Could be a week. Could be more.
And finally, I want to really do that again.
No problem. That works.
Would be up for going for a round 2?
Yeah. You better not lose this time. Blue hue starts like bulging out. It's like, no, you had your chance.
Our stipulation on that one, it's not a death match. It's no fights to the death.
Yes, same rules should
Maybe same
probably
place.
apply.
Okay. As long as I get the 50 gold up front, I'm okay with this.
If you look at Max by this point, it's just going to sort of be like,
Would you take 50 gold's worth of whiskey?
No.
'Cause
I
we
feel like
can
I've just drank that.
One shot.
We could get whiskey from the bar and sell it half price to the other patrons.
I don't think the barkeeper will let us do that.
Yeah, you guys are like stood at the bar as well. He just like leans on over. I know you've drunk a little bit, but I mean, we explained the rules when you were sober, so just stick to them, please.
Don't worry, dear. Won't let him.
Just keep them in mind.
Won't let him sell you whiskey at half price.
3/4 price.
I'll say. So you want 40 gold, 50 gold? How much?
50?
I'll take 40 out of my bag and I'll go.
Counts through it. Is anyone going to top this up?
I'll bang the other 10 in.
Since we're 10,
I was
sure.
going to roll a bottle of potato and grab a bag as well. We got from those guys back. And that, but okay.
Alright, gather some money. I'm satisfied with this. I look forward to our reunion.
Whilst we've given the gold, can I maybe like change a couple of letters in the name of the pub? Just as I'm giving the letter.
Make a sleight of hand.
Wow. I'm going to aid with this, but unintentionally, because as she says that, I'm going to stand up. Mara's going to take over and he's going to go. You got lucky last time, and then I'm going to go. Just
Okay.
pass out drunk.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, thank God for that. Unnatural 20.
Ooh.
So I'll just like scratch the first 3 letters off or something. So.
Don't you have a spell which can change how things?
I'm a magic.
Is it not a cantrip?
That's, yeah, as you like rub out a few things, try and smudge as much as the set ink as possible, having to sort of like scratch away at it quite heavily. Luckily,
With a
she's
bit of whiskey.
oh okay, yeah, that works a little bit better. As Max falls over, slams on into the ground, it provides you with just about a good enough amount of cover as she sort of like darts between as you're sort of like gathering it, but it almost looked like she might have caught you for a split second. You hand it on over. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this has not gone exactly as I wanted, but I just feel so much better having beat the shit out of him. And we're going to do it again after he's gifted me a new loot. This is more than ideal. Just hope that this pays off.
I'll give you information, it's up to you to do it.
Whether the information is good is another thing, though, isn't it? We'll find out.
We were just going off the same thing, so.
Well,
Good luck.
tell him I look forward to it. The 3 amigos behind her immediately turn as she does, and they start to vacate the
The one
tavern.
that I was talking to will be like, love to family.
Just turns around and yeah, same to you, lads.
Grandson.
Yeah.
But I also have a family. Whatever.
As you make that passing mark, he's just like, you didn't talk that much. Mostly about sewer fish.
See you, Frank.
Exits on out the tavern, and everything goes a little bit more back to normal. The harp in the background causing a little bit more of a soothing vibe. So, what are you guys doing?
Passed out. Just laid in a heap on the floor, like
Yeah,
leg
I
on a
guess.
chair, arm resting against it, just snoring.
Guess going to bed.
Yeah, I'll try and carry you up to bed.
I'll help him.
Yeah, it takes a bit of effort
You will get no resistance.
but with Daira's help. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, as everyone is getting settled into your paid-for rooms and trying to sleep off Ark'ala's now known biggest hangover ever. We'll take a break there as you guys take a long rest, and we'll commence in the morning. Okay. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far. We will be back after a 15-minute break, so stick around, and we hope to see you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And welcome back.
Hello!
Okay. Let's get stuck right back in, shall we? So, you have just had your long rest after Max got his ass handed to him.
It was a close one.
Nope.
And also, correction, Marrow got his ass handed to him.
And, well, yeah, you struck up a deal, didn't you? To buy, essentially, Max Marrow's life. What could have been with 50 gold pieces of loot, round 2, and the contract.
The exact information.
The exact information, which may have been slightly smudged by some whiskey. So, after all of that, you took a very, very, very long rest. The world's biggest hangover, as we said. So, as you wake up, I'd imagine that, Dara, you might have drank a little bit more than. Well, not everyone else, but you definitely drank more than Crom. But I imagine you probably didn't get as smashed as everyone
No,
else.
I weren't too bad when we
Yeah.
rolled for it. So.
Yeah. So, you've got, with the amount that everyone drank, you all have an immense hangover. However, that would be all apart from Crom, who went to bed very early. Storth has also obviously departed. You said your farewells in the eve of last night, and strangely enough, as you totter down and start to get some breakfast, which isn't paid for.
How much does that send us now?
That's a question. That's the question before I pay. How much is this going to sell?
Just a silver each.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Well,
it's
the
a
most
good
expensive.
it's a good meal, but yeah, it is a generic sort of cooked breakfast. However, you all totter on downstairs. You see Crom, who's been essentially waiting for you for hours. Dara is the first one to show up, and I dare say that Max Marrow, you may be the last one to show up.
Quite possibly.
You realise that Jade is still not with you at this point in time, and that you have no further plans to go to the meeting that you had scheduled for this evening, unless you were to double cross the people that you just struck a deal with,
We're not
which
gonna do
is
that.
an option.
I mean, they don't know where the meeting is.
Actually, though, she figures it out.
It depends. I mean, just roll. Just roll a dexterity check for me, and then I just want you to roll history to see if you remember how well you smudged it.
11 dexterity.
Okay. Not bad.
Oh, that's great history. 5.
5. Okay. I mean, you remember potentially erasing a few of the words. You're not entirely sure if that is correct or not. It might have been that you only smudged part of it.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
That's a 50-50 risk, I'd say.
I'm just going to be like,
I'd say we're busy enough. Just leave her to it.
That's 500 gold.
It's 500 gold, but I'm sure, concentrated on the job at hand would create more jobs to make more money.
Plus, aren't we getting like a ton more from, well, if we find the other daughter?
I mean,
Exactly.
That's
Crom.
if the other daughter's still alive.
nah, she'll
From
probably
what he
be
said, I'd
somewhere.
imagine they are. From the sounds of it, it's just a runaway that we need to find, and apparently they're going to be outside the city.
Maybe.
That or a thought did cross my mind, but very unlikely. But the woman that was in the badger getup, may not be able to tell who they are, but could have been her. Seeing how her sister was doing, trying to get information, and it wasn't too difficult questions.
I feel like I was chatting to Gizmitink yesterday, which is a bit fuzzy, but it's the daughter we're looking for has the info that he needs to do something new.
Yeah.
It's just
There's
her
a
hand.
good chance
Her
Badger
hands were
person's
small
after
enough.
that info.
Potentially.
I think he's underselling her there. The whole Juno thing was a surprise, but I think that this daughter's the real prize.
Clone, you retired early.
Yes. Didn't really fancy the party too much.
You missed quite a fight.
Oh?
Like the pink lady came and bashed in Marrow's head.
Oh, you doing alright?
I mean, I've been in worse fights, but God, this Dragonfire whiskey really does something to you. Oh, did I smash my head on the floor at any point?
Yes, right at the end. I think he gave up.
Feel a bruise as you.
That might be the combination. Must have been because he was drunk. Marrow doesn't usually lose. In fact, if he starts losing, he usually stabs them with something. So,
But she was quite a contender.
She was pretty much battering you from the get-go.
I do remember a little bit more now. I remember something about loot, which makes sense. I still don't know exactly why she's so annoyed. I know it was the loot, but I can't remember why.
Probably because you bashed up a loot. I mean, I wouldn't be a fan of you doing that to my instrument.
Yeah, but would you then try and chase me across the town and fist fight me for it all these years later?
Well, you wouldn't get away in the first place, Max.
That's debatable. May have lost to one girl, but there's been many other people who I've beat. I need to try and remember how I know her. Did she say anything about why I was kicked out of VV?
She said she'd heard about it. You said a few things.
Yeah, I don't think that was the reason she's so mad.
It's
Did it seem that me
definitely
and her had like a thing, or
There was
did she say
definitely
anything?
something, but I mean, I wouldn't. It wasn't a great relationship from last night's antics. I'm sure.
I can't remember. I mean, she would be my type.
She would definitely
Would
upset
make
you
sense.
forgot who she was. That's not a good move.
See, I don't even know how long I've been here. It's not personal.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you have called her a pink bitch a few times. I don't think she'd take
I also
kindly
called
to
her
that.
green, but that's because I didn't remember her. That's the reason. And because she was trying to kill me. I've never been nice to people who try and kill me. It just seems to be, beside the point. It seems pointless. Someone comes at you with an axe, you're not going to be like, oh, look lovely today. No, you're going to insult them. I might have to see if I can get in touch with any of the old members from VV, see if they can give me some information. When we need Jade, she's not here. You've been in before, haven't you, Storm?
Yeah.
Do you know of a post office or something like that?
That's a fair point. I could use one of them. Do I know of one?
You'd be able to find one.
Yeah, I'll take you there this morning.
I know where a few of the others are stationed if they'll speak to me. They might be able to give me a bit more information. I'm to fight her again, aren't I? I remember that.
Yeah, you're fighting her here. We didn't say
Wait,
when.
again?
Oh, cool. I'll not drink that time.
She didn't want you to.
Sounds good. I'll look forward to that. But I really want to know more. Feels like she keeps cropping up and it's quite embarrassing to keep going. Hello. So we're heading to the outsides of the town?
Well, I think we should do a bit of shopping first. I mean, you need to get out loot. You said post office. I could use that.
I also need a shirt. Forgot about that.
Shirt, yeah. You could do with some weapons, couldn't you? If I remember rightly, you burnt through them pretty quick.
Yes.
If only Jade was here.
So, for such a small person, she must eat a lot. She seems to be constantly shopping.
She must have a side hustle.
It's quite possible.
Poor salesman.
She knows
I
the
bet.
goings on round here.
How we gonna leave a note for her?
Not a bad idea. Is the same barman who was there during the fight attending today?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. But you said do you have like some ink and parchment? Just want to leave our friend a message.
Yeah, I can sort something out. Comes back, hands it on over to you as you start to like write a bit of information.
Gone shopping. Be back soon. If you see the green lady,
Pink lady.
pink lady, pink lady,
Pink over the top of.
yeah. And she says that I lost. It's not true. Look, Max.
uh,
Tie that up. Place it down. You just give it that.
who again?
Jade, do you know her? The little lady who was with us last night for a little bit?
Maybe just write a description down, just so I know.
Okay. I'll write down Jade's description.
By the way, your fight last night was brought in a few bit of few good wins on the betting scene for us. So appreciate that.
Thanks. Well, we're going to be coming back here at some point to do round 2, so if we find out when, and you give us a call, maybe, we'll let you know when it is, so you can get a crowd in.
Not like you're thinking, yes.
Also, if we do this job for Gizmitink, we'll definitely ask you to give us another night like that. Get you some quids in there.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck with that. It would be very good for our our income here.
Young man working out, where would I possibly buy a lute?
Oh, I mean, if you head on over to the Harmony Emporium, I'm sure you'll be able to find something around there. I'm not really a musician myself, but I've heard a few good things around there.
Harmony Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
You can go get her lute from there.
Ah, shit. Ah, I were a loot as well, don't I? Yeah, okay. Great. Okay, shopping it is. And post office. I need to find out more about what's going on.
Didn't you give her all your money?
I'm going to search into my pockets and I'm going to find a gold and 6 silver pieces and be like,
Oh God!
Josh, today's not my day.
I'm sure we'll be able to get a loot with that.
1 gold?
I could probably
Clearly
do.
not a musical man.
I could probably do the letters and potentially get some new clothes, maybe. But I'm gonna have to try and figure out the loot differently.
Well, not a musical man, but certainly a resourceful man. We'll get one.
If I finish breakfast, I'll say, does anyone mind if we go to the post office first?
Not at all.
I actually have something else in mind. I'll be going on my...
You
Okay.
sure?
Yes.
Right, you'll come here.
No, it's fine.
What are you doing?
Well, hopefully we can see an old friend.
Oh. How will you find us again?
Back in here, of course.
Do you not want to introduce us to your new friend? Old friend?
Well, I have a feeling you've already met.
Do you know the pink woman too?
No.
That's why he disappeared last night. Do you fuck her over too?
No. Not apparently as much as you did.
So you have met her before?
Well, while you were unconscious, yes. But not long in the past.
Oh.
So who's this friend that we have?
Well, I think I'll maybe tell you all later.
You secretly gives me take son.
Do I look like it to you?
There's funny families in there about.
I'll smack Crom on the back and I'll say, well, don't get lost and try and stay away from Ori and his people.
Oh, they were all right today.
I think that might be after today.
Yeah, I think we looked out with that one.
They said 4 a day.
Yeah, today's a day. I think we got that letter last night, to be honest.
Where you did?
Yesterday, it was in the afternoon. And we have slept a hangover off.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
It's
Either
fine.
way, be careful.
And same to you guys.
I'll be fine. Just need to find a loot and some way to purchase it.
Okay. Alright, so it's eventually traipsing all over the place, asking many questions. Takes you about an hour and a half to actually locate a place that will deliver any form of communication over long distance. You end up in the Ark'ala Quad, which is where the airships are. So, whereabouts are you trying to send these letters to?
Any kind of communication to Muson.
To where again?
Muson.
Muson. Okay. All right. That's one way off.
Yeah.
That will need either a powerful ship or something in the air that is approximately 1,200 kilometers away.
I don't expect it back in like a day or so.
Okay.
Get it by tomorrow.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Can I have first class stamp, please?
So,
Next day
So
delivery.
you know the lightning chain? Yeah, just fire it along there.
so what's 2 copper pieces times 1,200?
Probably more than I have.
2,400.
400 copper, yeah.
Okay, that's
How much is that in
I think
gold?
that's 24 gold.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
too
it's
bad.
not too bad.
But it's still a lot of gold.
It's a lot of gold.
It's definitely more than I have.
I'll stump it, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course.
Cheers.
And then yours is the same.
Mine won't be the same, mine will be pretty
So, what is your letter
I'm
going
going to be
then?
writing a letter to the AAA
And if it's
barracks.
private, you can whisper this to me.
It's just going to be to the AAA barracks.
Okay.
To an old cleric
Yep.
friend. And it's just going to be basically saying her name Gwent, is it?
Okay.
Just saying, do you remember her? Can you give me some more
Oh,
information?
the
orc.
The orc.
Yes.
Yeah, she's called like Gwen.
Gwen, sorry. Yeah, I'll just say, do you remember Gwen? Can you give me any more information? Because my mind is gone and she's shown up. Did we, basically just asking, did we have a thing? Or was it just the loot? That kind of stuff. Hope you're well. Catch you when I see you. Kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could possibly have just asked her this. 24 gold seems a lot when you can just ask her.
I think I tried a couple of times last night, and every time I mentioned the fact that I'd forgot who she was, she got increasingly pissed
You
off.
did, but you never actually said, how do we know each other?
So I'd rather just see if my friend,
For 24
my
gold.
comrade knows anything.
Do you think your comrade will reply for 24 gold?
I'd hope so. I mean, we earned a lot more than that when we were together in VV. So, and I got her out of a few sticky situations. So I'd hope so.
Maybe put us a matter of life and death.
Okay.
It's going to take about 20 years.
His shit's pretty good.
You probably looking. You'd probably estimate. The latest would be about 2 weeks.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to be finding her anytime soon.
And then
anyway.
2 weeks to get an answer back. You definitely just best asking.
Well, it's sent
You-
now.
You could use this.
You stood there with it in your hand, about to hand it over as she's speaking to you.
I'll just be like, well,
Are you sure?
I can't
buy a loot for that.
I'm like, I can't think of another way to contact anyone near here, and I
Why
don't
do you
particularly
need
want to. Because it's important. Do you know how embarrassing it is to speak to someone who is from your
I
past and
don't
you can't
mind.
remember
I
them?
don't mind asking.
Yeah.
Well, you guys find her and ask for me then, and we'll go loot shopping then.
Alright,
Yeah, don't send the letter. 2 weeks there, 2 weeks back, and in that we can find out in seconds.
I mean,
I'll have the gold back on.
We're not sending a damn letter for 4 weeks.
in that case, to the loot shop.
Post office is like.
Yeah. And then
they make the money from long distance stuff. They were so definitely willing to do it.
I'm going to send the letter though. It's to Fluxport, so that's
That's just
pretty close.
Yeah. Okay, so you'd be looking about 1 silver.
$24 gold to send a bloody letter.
Yeah. It's important. And also, Max doesn't have any concept of
No.
cost of money. That's why he just threw 40 gold like it was nothing, and then he went, yes, I need more money.
And asking your mate to spot it.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't ask, he offered.
Yeah.
You know, money between friends. Yeah, I'll just be saying, still doing what I'm doing. Heads up, might take longer than I thought. See you soon.
Okay.
No.
No love to your family or anything?
Love to family.
Yeah. Love to me family.
Oh, it's to your family.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Okay, so that'll be sent off for you, and I mean you are asked for like an address to if they get anything in reply, and it's not directly delivered to you, just in case.
Do we get an address for Simp?
I'd imagine that you probably know the area well enough to.
He was in his house.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
I'll give him Simp's address. I'm
Okay.
likely to go back there.
Yeah, that's fine. With a second letter delivered to his house for you.
Yeah, good friends.
Should have got it sent to the Gizmo Tinks.
I don't like him as much.
You've got your play date though.
I do.
I don't like him, but I'll have his got to play with me dead son.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. As you make your way away from the Zocular Quadrant, we go all the way over to the Harmony Emporium. You find, after passing a lot of the large, more regimental buildings, like a few like judgment facilities, as well as like enforcement areas, you finally arrive in what can only be described as a very, very large market area. Less of a market and more of like, well, like a bazaar of shops just surrounding in this entire like circle plaza. With a good eye, which a few of you have. The main person that has the good eye is not with you right now.
Connor sees everything.
Crom does see everything. But you find what's known as harmonic perfection. As you enter on in, it looks to be a very strict sort of like selling instrumental shop. However, it does seem to have like a few bits of harmony and magic woven in. But yeah, as you approach this very fancifully dressed, slightly green tinged Tansek lady with this huge horn, not too dissimilar from Jade, but in a lot looser dress clothing, gives a bright smile. Welcome. What can I get for you?
An average loot, please.
Just in your words, an average.
Just bog standard one, yeah. Just a loot.
Looking to start up then.
No, I owe someone a loot. Smashed
Okay.
it into a dead dog's head.
Okay. I'm not asking any questions. Just nothing too fanciful. Bit special or?
You tell me prices, and I'll tell you yes or no.
Okay. The cheapest we have is it's 15 gold, and that'll be this one. She just plucks one out of the storage and shows it. Yeah, it's a very standard sort of loot, very standard design.
How big are they?
Lutes. They're not a mandolin. They're quite sizable, but they're not quite a guitar.
Would you say it would fit within a 2-foot cube?
No.
No?
No.
Bigger than that?
No, it's bigger than that, yeah.
Couldn't
You're
measure
going to
one.
try it.
Let's get us a bit of wood and some string.
Something about that.
Yeah.
Are these? Look.
Yeah.
They're
They're
not what I thought they were.
they're not too dissimilar from a classical guitar in size,
They're just like a tear shape.
but not like a dreadnought acoustic, like a steel string. But yeah, they usually have like a very big rounded back, and sometimes have like a slightly bent head. That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
Okay, and your one up from that one is how much?
If you're looking for something with like as a gift, as you say, maybe something like this, and she brings out this a lot more fanciful looking. Has these sort of like coiled acoustic holes on either side instead of like a central sound one. And you can definitely see that it's got a few more like intricacies cut into the actual like headstock and such, and the bridge is very very well structured. And for something like this, you're looking maybe I could probably do maybe 32 gold.
Yeah, let's get that standard one again.
No.
I cannot. I'm sure the. Is it a lovely lady you're buying for?
I wouldn't say lovely.
Okay.
Rather terrifying. But I like it. Ish.
She,
I think I do anyway.
quite a tenacious woman then.
I'm going to point at all of the probably bruising and cuts and stuff and be like, you could say that.
Oh,
It's a complicated relationship.
I again, I won't ask any questions.
No,
I
that's
just-
not.
Do you just want the standard one then?
I think, yeah, considering, it's Storm's money, yeah.
You sure
Unless
you
you
didn't?
can do a good deal for someone that can play it pretty well. Someone at trade.
I could
A
also,
friend here can play a pretty mean lute.
I can also throw in a bottle
Throw
of
if
potato
that
vodka,
helps.
if you like that.
If you can go out in the streets, maybe sing my praises. Maybe we can drop 10 gold off the.
That's a big discount.
I like
As long as you can bring in the people.
I'm pretty confident that could be the case.
I only need a couple of sales to get that price down a little. What do you say?
I'll give it a go.
Okay,
You got a little sign for a shop.
of course.
If you pass us a little sign, and Grey Cloud will come out and he'll dance next to you with a sign. He says he wants to.
Are you,
Well,
just
there's,
gonna, are you going to be spinning the sign for him then?
Oh, he can hold things, I think.
Can he?
Can he hold things?
You can
Ooh,
pass
well, he
through
can-
everything,
he can
but
pass
I'm not
through
sure
things.
how holding.
He can.
Right.
So he can become like.
I don't think so.
No,
Okay.
Corporeal.
actually, you're
Yeah.
right.
I think he's. Yeah.
He can do
Just for the
things, but
appearance.
only. Yeah.
I can spin the sign if you want.
Oh, but
Okay.
You tell me which way, buddy.
I mean, we get all sorts of creatives in here, so it's not the strangest request for a discount we've ever heard. Just make it work and get a deal. Okay.
She's just going to give me that loot to take outside, isn't she?
She is handing over the loot and watching you very, very closely.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
I'm not
can
going to
watch us
steal
walk
it. It was
away.
just like very silly of her to do that, though.
It would have been if she didn't come outside and watch. There are other people in the shop, by the way.
There are
Like as in there's another person manning the shop.
Yeah.
She comes outside and starts to assist. Starts to trying to guide a few people in.
I
And
shall play the lute.
okay,
There's lutes to played.
I would like you to roll a performance check.
Kidding?
With advantage because of my sign throwing.
I feel like you should roll a
I
performance
reckon
check.
you and Grey Cloud can roll your own performance check.
Can I try and just guide people in
Your
by
best.
opening my arms and stopping them?
Oh
Sort
god,
of,
I feel
making it so
Seven
they think
foot
the
wall.
only way they can walk is in the shop.
15.
So that rally.
Bloody
Oh.
terrifying.
Well, me and Grey Cloud both got 16.
Oh,
So we're
nice.
much better than you.
16.
What was your roll?
15.
Okay.
It's like you've done this
Oh
before.
no.
No, you rolled separately.
No, yeah, I mean in general.
No, not for performance checks.
No.
But you definitely should have proficiency in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, proficiency for performance. I'm not
I
sure
do.
if for the instrument.
No, that's what I was trying to look at, but I can't.
Well, if you had a proficiency for both, what would you get? Double? Or
No, because he rolled as well.
then what would?
Do you have proficiency with the loot?
I do not.
Okay.
It's no different to a flute though.
Yeah, you just
How
take-
much is your proficiency bonus?
He's taking the F away.
Do you have any other stringed instruments you have proficiency
It
with?
says.
Oh yeah, is there any other string instruments that you have proficiency with? That's a good question because
That's not a liar or anything like that.
because
Like
I learned to
top.
play mandolin in a minute
Proficiency plus 2.
Because you play guitar.
because I
for
played
many,
guitar
many
for like
years.
17 years.
Plus 2.
Okay, all right. So it'll be a
13.
it'll be a
So
13.
it's naturally 15 that you roll?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
No, I rolled a 7, but then I've got a plus 8.
Performance.
Yeah, so it's a 13
Yeah,
you
it's
rolled.
14.
No, No.
Yeah, because it's plus your 8 minus the 2 because you're not proficient.
Because you're not
Oh
proficient.
no, I don't
yeah.
like that.
But
Alright though, because the sign spinners have got you.
Yeah, no. Unless bagpipes counts.
bagpipes are not
No.
like
They're their own thing. There's nothing really like them.
But yeah, 13. It's not a terrible performance. It is a damn good performance. It's just not up to your scratch of genius.
So I guess
Um,
what I'll do then in that point
Mhm.
is like pass the loot to one of these guys, and I'll play my flute.
I'll play the loop.
Bit better at the flute. You will not.
The
So I'm
whole
going to
range.
obviously have the sign and everything still on display and the loot on display.
Well,
and
do you have any proficiency with the loot?
Hell no.
Why are you playing the loot?
I'm just gonna hold it. I'm actually gonna play it. Sort of like,
So I'll play the flute instead, realising that actually this lute's probably not my best instrument.
Okay. As you're playing the lute, and you manage to get you manage to draw a bit of a crowd. It's a good performance, and you interest a lot of people. And as people are like trying to guide in, and I just want you to make a straight charisma check as you're trying to like.
I'll be smart. Well, I don't smile. I'll have smiley eyebrows.
Yeah.
smiley eyebrow.
Change your eyebrows from. Yep,
Yeah.
about there.
Oh God.
I'll bring it up, but I can already tell you it is not good. Straight charisma, you say?
Yeah, just straight charisma.
4.
All right, you start to scare off some of the crowd. At which point, this Tansek lady literally intervenes and just like, hey, I mean, if you wouldn't mind, I think you're scaring a few people away. This isn't like meant to be an offensive thing, but I mean, you want your friends to get the discount, don't you?
I am not scary.
I mean, I don't find you intimidating, but the way that you're sort of grabbing people and thrusting them in this direction.
Can I change my corralling to be like
Shimmy.
down?
Like a crab.
All right, as you just start getting mistaken for a performer in this scenario. But yeah, as people start ignoring the fact that you were nearly grabbing hold of them and thrusting them inside the shop, those people have all scared away now. New people start to come in. Would you have that performance check on your flute?
You better be better.
With that plus, it should be.
17.
17.
My finger counted.
Yeah, it was like.
Okay. All right. It takes you a fair while before it's between sort of like half an hour to an hour passes, and you sort of like tiring a little bit, and then she sort of like comes out the store after just like popping her head in, and she just like mows on up, and well, I mean we've made a couple of sales. I think I'd be able to, unless you're willing to go on, I'd be able to knock about maybe 6-7 gold at a push.
Balancing the sign on my finger.
I do like.
You can go on.
Do you like the idea of the 10 gold? Really, the discount.
Well, I mean, I'm more than a fan of it. Do we just have to make it worth our while? If that sounds fair.
It's just going to be hold the loose or going to everyone like.
I'm gonna cast Gift of the Gab and say it's very nice of you to give us it at half price.
Half price.
Yes.
Rish,
Half price.
It's 50.
Just
Reshapes the last
Yeah.
6 seconds. Oof.
Is it 6 seconds? Or?
She did say 6 gold about 6 seconds ago.
Yeah, but
It's
she also
50, so half of it.
said 10 gold off
So that-
initially,
Mm.
which was a good 40 minutes ago. I don't even know if she'd accept it, to be honest.
Isn't 10 gold 75%?
I think she has to. That's better.
Because it's a 50.
With that
I
spell,
think
I think she hasn't got.
No,
a
no, no.
choice.
I think they're going for the better
She
Oh, will we?
She might understand
Right, oh, that
that
makes
she
sense
might
then.
have maybe. She understands that she said that.
No, it's not what she says. It's what I've said that changes.
Yeah. But you've reshaped her memories into that she has given you half price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas 40 minutes ago, it was agreed that it was going to be 10 gold off.
Yes.
So-
but obviously
so
my
she's getting-
performance was
She's
that
getting
good.
very confused right now with
Yeah.
everything going on, and I just had to roll a wisdom check just to see if she's understanding or thinking that she's going insane right now, because she's very confused of why she would offer it
'Cause I
at
was
half
very
price.
Obviously.
She just pauses for a moment, pops back into the shop, and you can hear like a few words are being exchanged about how much they've made in like the last, like the time that you've been here. Comes back on over and, I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure why I agreed to that.
I did think it was rather generous. I mean, we were quite happy to take it with just the 10 gold off as originally planned.
Make a persuasion check.
I'll give Storm a nudge and tell him to put like the money minus 10 gold just in a hand.
Oh, wait.
25.
25.
That's a good persuasion.
Okay. I mean, if you're willing to do that, I mean that makes more sense for us from our standpoint.
Yes, that's fine. I thought he was being overly generous.
Well,
I mean,
you've done a wonderful performance, sir.
oh, lovely. So, 20 was it 32 gold, wasn't it? So it's 22 gold
yeah.
for the
22,
which
yeah.
is less than he was going to pay to poach a letter.
Works for me. I'm gonna tap Storm and just be like looking at this loot, which I have no idea why it's so expensive, and just be like,
Just be careful with that. You don't want to damage another one.
trust me, you need to hit something really hard to break it.
I would suggest not hitting any wolves with it though. Just
I haven't seen any around here, so I
it's
think
quite a nice piece.
I've also got this. I'll hold my great axe. And I've upgraded since. Does it come with a case?
We can discuss it if you want.
No, it's fine. I'll just carry it.
Okay, well, thank you for the business and wonderful performance. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for the discount.
Takes yourself back inside, and you're left in the main plaza.
So I took any money off.
I mean, you can.
It was free loot.
Now I'll walk up to Brina when everything's on my back. I'll pick her up in a big bag and
That's
spin
really
her.
funny
Sorry.
because you just called me my
Yes,
my very
Dara.
different character's
Dara.
name.
I'll pick Dara up, give her a big spin, put her back down, and say, "Thank you for that."
You're more than welcome. And I imagine you'd like to thank Storm for paying for it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to pay him back with interest.
It's alright. I mean, this job we're doing is going to make much more than that, isn't it?
Well, you can have however much it cost out of my share. It's only right.
Swings away the baits.
Okay, what are you doing?
Got my loot, didn't need to post the thing, which is pretty good.
I still need something to defend myself with.
Yes.
All right.
You also need a shirt.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I mean, you'll be able to pick up a shirt. What sort of stuff are you looking for?
Just something to cover myself. I'm not,
Okay.
Nothing
Yeah.
flamboyant or fancy. Just
I mean,
basic clothes.
you're probably looking about, for something nice and basic, looking about 5 gold.
That's not happening. for me.
5 copper even.
Oh, okay.
Gold.
So
Just
bloody
for
hell, what are the
basic
what are the
clothes.
fancy clothes?
5 weeks wages.
It depends how much. 5 gold. Yeah. It depends if you want something a little that might survive the next encounter.
At this point, I'll just get something very basic.
It's pretty much like rags that you're wearing.
That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
It's very similar to what I was wearing before.
Yeah. I mean, what you were wearing before was it was quite a nice tunic, really, in a sense. But it had like its wear and tear to it. It was an old one.
Yeah, so I'll just tie that around myself and I'm like, right, sorted. Need to get you some weapons.
Maybe Gizmotinks, we got 15% off. If you got any, I mean, I ain't much money left. So what money you got?
I mean, you'd know that with Gizmoting stuff, most of the stuff is quite expensive because they're usually weapons with contraptions attached to them, or some form of like magical augment.
Well, I mean, I don't have that much money, but I would like a possible war pick that does not kill.
I don't think they make them.
Gizmotin, like
I think the words in the name of the weapon. War.
peace pick.
You're probably going to have to get a war pick. I've never heard of a weapon that's not designed to kill.
Maybe some foe, knockout only.
But, I mean, when you're not trying to kill me, we sing you, you grapple everyone, you take people down, we do the killing for you, that's all good. But when you lose your temper like you did with that slime, you need your war pick.
I did not lose my temper.
You saw you flying there, that's why you lost them. You'd have stood back like the rest of us.
I was saving those people.
You were trying to kill a slime, we all seen you. You thought, this thing ain't like a person, I can kill it. Yeah, that's fine. That's what you like, but you need a war pick for
It
that.
was some goo.
It was a living bit of goo.
You see, that's how I see most people that I kill. They're just goo. It's all about perception. These people have done you wrong.
People are
Useless goo. War pick.
At the end of the day, everything's goo.
We'll
like
get you a war pick.
like on those sewer fish you were saying, like if you rub the goo on.
What, have you seen fish in sewers? Have you seen fish in sewers?
No.
That's a weird thing to say. She's been drinking today. Come on then, let's go find him a war pick.
I'm just going to look so confused. So, question my life because I got really drunk last night, but I'm sure he mentioned something about sewer fish. I'm just going to go in. What happened last night?
It wasn't even just last night, it was the entire time we were in sewer.
I got pretty drunk. As the 7-8 history rolls may have told you, I don't remember much.
Alright, so I mean it's you're gonna have to find some interesting places to sell some war picks around here. Most of the things around here are quite heavily enchanted.
Anything with an enchantment that just knocks people out.
As you immediately go into a few places, realize this is heavily out of my price bracket. You end up a little bit further away from the Harmony Emporium in a simple blacksmith's. However, they do have a few war picks for sale. They only appear to be about 5 gold each.
So, do they have any war pillows?
Have you got any?
After asking for it, seems no good fresh out of them.
Like a wiffle ball bat or something, little foam bat or something like that.
Just the proprietor's just like looking at you in like the full like leathers like apron on. I don't make anything blunt. It's not good.
Have you got any daggers?
Yeah, we do daggers.
Can I?
If you want a mace,
War pig, please. Do you have any safety foam?
what is this?
Slots on the end of the pick.
You want a sheath for a war pick?
Make it safe.
I might find something that'll fit. Some weird shape. Maybe one of the scimitar sheaths.
How big's a war pick?
They're actually quite handheld.
They are handheld. They're single. They're a single.
Are they
Little-
within
Single weapon
2
fighting.
foot?
No, I don't think they're within 2 foot.
The head is.
Especially, yeah, the head is probably within 2 foot.
You can probably make something foamy for that.
It's not a foam smith.
Don't worry about the foam. My man
It
has
didn't
got
have,
it.
didn't have foam in the first place. Did you want the sheath, or I can probably find something?
No, thank you.
Just 2 picks and dagger, or 1 pick.
2 picks for 8.
Make a persuasion check. It's not bad. It's not a bad shout, that.
7.
The DC's going up.
Why did I start at the very, very top? Persuasion. 19.
Oh.
Ooh.
I think I cheat, you could have got it.
It's the eyebrows, he adjusted them.
Yeah, I think we can probably do it fair. To the push.
How much are the daggers?
If you're looking 2 gold.
I'll take 2, please.
No problem. Pleasure doing the business.
We probably should have lumped it all together. We could have got a bigger discount.
Oh, it's done now.
Alright, as you're all set up for another encounter with the slime,
Because we want to find another one.
it's going to cost you at least 12 gold every time you kill a slime, it's been told.
That's why I didn't buy expensive clothing.
All we do now is clear the sewers.
Ironically, there are people that do that.
Do they use wiffle ball bats?
No, they bloody do
Bonk
not.
the slime.
They use harmony
Get out of here!
and not
They use-
metal weapons.
Other custom made.
Anything that's not metal. Alright, so after you fully kitted yourself out with everything on your list now, so what are you planning on doing?
Probably try and find Crom.
Okay. Alright. As you head back to the Wet and Whistle, where you said you'd meet him, we'll go over to Crom.
Cool.
So, what are you doing?
I'm actually going to be heading over to Gizmoting's place, like going to the gate,
Okay.
and I'll just talk to one of the guards. Just like, excuse me,
Yes?
is there any way I can talk with An old friend of mine, it's Storth. He's an apprentice, I believe. Of a
The
big knight.
oh, Jin.
I believe Storth is his apprentice.
Oh, I mean, do you have specific business with them, or?
You could say that, yes. I'm an old friend.
Right. Okay.
He's
I
not
mean,
too busy, that is.
if I can send a message, and if they're available, I'm sure they'll be able to come. Just wait here. I'll get someone to just watch as the gate opens. As he makes his way in, he's replaced on the front as he brings one person out from the forward from the main house, and everyone sort of like switches positions very smoothly. About 10 or so minutes pass when see the individual Storth make their exit out of the front door, start to make the way down this main pathway towards the entrance gates where you're waiting. See the quite athletic build, wearing these sort of like full on leathers, really quite dark. A little bit of chain interspersed. They start to approach, and you start to see some of the more detailed parts of their face as they come into view. I think what I'll do is I'll ask everyone else to leave the room.
Try not to die while we're gone.
Doubt it's going to end up that bad.
Just want to pull that back across. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. You can feel your heart beating.
Yeah.
You can feel it and hear it inside of your chest and inside of your own head. You feel the pulse. It is rather nerve-wracking. They start to approach the gate, and you can see the confusion set upon their face. Have you got your like hood up now, down, just facing?
I think I would have had it up to avoid detection for the time being.
Okay.
Well, when he gets close, I'll probably uncover.
Okay. Looking confused, gets right up to the gates, and as you
It's been a long time. Storth.
crawl.
Yes. It appears you're doing somewhat well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing. What are you doing here?
I came here to, well, essentially start a new life. Get away from the past, I suppose.
Well,
Something similar to yourself, or
I know that feeling entirely.
I'm just glad we both made it out.
It was it was definitely a rough time.
Yeah.
What? How? I don't even remember how you got out. It was so long ago.
It really was. Well, the chaperones, the Desire, came to help.
Well, no, I think I remember that. I remember that part, but I almost don't remember you being there.
Well, it was
I don't remember seeing you after that. I mean, you were there when everything happened, but
well, a lot of things happened in between, and I did get separated from everyone. For that matter, how is everyone? I'd imagine you'd seen them at least.
if everyone was, well, much better after they arrived, of course. We were certainly saved, though I had a bad time with recovery, and I still can't believe we've met here of all places. I mean, it's so far.
I wasn't expecting to see anyone, at least anytime soon anyway.
I mean, do you wanna catch up somewhere?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be able to take half an hour or so, I think.
That's fine. We can take a table back at the tavern.
Yeah. Okay, as you both make your way. It's the recently frequented Wet and Whistle.
Yeah.
Because it's the closest place here. They see you back in. The bartender comes on over. No, it's not on the house today, yeah?
Know that much.
Right, what would it be?
Just an ale.
Okay. Strauss orders something similar. Well, I thought it'd be well, a bit more apt to catch up in here.
It's better than just being at the gates.
Yeah, with something separating. But no, I fell into a really bad state, and to be honest, it was hard to get out of it. The sisters and such helped, which is unusual because I'm usually the one helping them, but they
Speaking of them, are they also here, or?
no, I mean, we couldn't afford that.
Vegas.
But no, they heard of this. I don't know if you've heard of it. A place to the south, a little bit east of where we were, called Vivel Gate.
Vivel Gate.
they'd heard all manner of contraptions and inventions being made. This, I mean, I haven't shown you what happened on that day, but he sort of like removes the sort of like slight like cloak that's been concealing his heavily harmony powered lower leg, the prosthetic joint, and
No wonder you fell into a bad state.
well, it was tough to bounce back from it when you've known your whole life one way. I couldn't help anyone anymore. I was always being helped, and I wanted to change that. And well, my family pushed me in this direction, and after getting lucky and essentially talking my way onto or sneaking my way, should I say, onto a ship, because well, in the Felgate, everything's a bit more expensive, and I heard deals with this place, this lord called Gizmotink, and
Very aware of Gizmotink.
how he's known to be generous if you're loyal, and he dealt in the same things, so I bowed down and gave loyalty, and it gave me a drive. Occasionally, because I've paid off much of my debt, but I occasionally send a bit of money back.
Not surprised. One of the few ways to, I guess, help them get by, especially if, from what you're saying, it sounds expensive over there.
Well, maybe in Felgate, but not where we come from.
Yeah.
We didn't all move there, that's for sure. Never survived that place. It's worse than here for its well, cutthroat invention schemes. Bit different to the pirates around here.
That's for sure.
But I mean, the enforcers keep us safe, so.
Well, if some of them actually act upon things, then yes.
I mean, I haven't heard of any dangers to the public, so
Well,
I think they're doing the job.
not at least since Gizmotink's last encounter.
Yeah.
Which, for that matter, how long have you been here? Because I only arrived here when that happened.
For a few years. Picked up a little bit of the accent, but not enough to change my roots. Yep.
Sounds good. Well, things have been not the greatest on my end, but whatever I was doing, I don't want to do it anymore. And I want to help people, much like my parents did.
That's I mean, that's a noble outlook. I
Just
I mean, what brings you this way, though?
Well, I can't get better at helping people with the amount of shade that was on my back. I needed to get out of there.
I mean, I don't know if I don't know if I knew everything about you, but I always got the idea that you liked helping people.
I enjoy it. Whenever someone's in trouble, anyway.
Well, if you need anything, just I mean, we're old friends.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely help each other out, especially in the current times.
Yeah.
And for that matter, I believe you met my acquaintances since last night.
What? Last night?
Yes, right here for that matter.
Wait, were you at the were you here?
Briefly, yes.
Why didn't you say hello? I wasn't.
Didn't feel like the right time with everyone being there.
Oh, I can understand that. I mean, it's. I'll probably have to go soon.
Yes.
But I mean, you know where to find me if you need.
Yes, I'll make sure to rely on you when I can.
Well,
And I'll try and help you out when we can.
I mean, luckily I had help landing on my feet when I came here, quite literally.
Yeah.
So I hope you do the same, and if you need it,
Yes. I'll ask for it. Try not to just rely on myself.
still think back to that day, you know. I don't know.
I have a few as well.
I don't even know how it happened. I remember being scared. My whole body felt like it was turning to stone. Felt, well, I don't know what happened, but it shattered this thing. Just looks down to its leg. Anyway, we'll have time to catch up.
Yeah, for sure.
I best get back.
Yes.
But if you, like I said, if you need anything, I mean, you know where I am.
Yes. And if you need anything, you may find us, well, around, and I'll probably try and visit often.
All right. Well, it's really good to see a familiar face. I hadn't seen one in a good fair few years.
Yes, I can agree with you there. It's been a long time. Oh, before you go, I'm sorry I couldn't have been there during your worst of times.
Well, like I said, You weren't there at the time. What else can you do? I mean, it's a lot of things just fall into place. Some things, sometimes you're in the right place at the right time, sometimes you're not so much. And I mean, look at me, I landed here out of almost pure luck in a sense. I mean, I followed what I hoped to be something, but I mean, we're so many miles away.
Yes. I would like to see everyone again. I just cannot right now, for sure.
Well, I mean, if you're ever planning a trip on back over, I feel a bit more confident in my skills. So maybe we could tackle a few things head on.
Quite possibly. Might need to hire you off Gizmotic though.
Maybe. I can always take a break.
As long as you're not doing a runner.
No, I owe him everything for getting my life back on track. I couldn't ever do that, but I would be forthright. Anyway, speaking of...
Yes, must let you go.
Take care.
And you too. It's been great.
Okay. As he exits on out, and you sort of like left to mull over your own thoughts. Is there anything else that you're doing within the time that the group is slowly making their way back?
Probably just nursing my ale and just waiting.
Okay. Can you go bring them back in?
Yes. Intense, but no resolution.
Hello, is your character still alive?
Very much so.
Okay. As you all file back into the room, much like that, you find yourselves in the tavern, the Whetten Whistle, and reunited again once more with Grom, who seems to be sat around the table nursing an ale.
What time is it?
It's getting on for the evening time. Sun is, well, inferno. It's slowly starting to show signs of dropping. However, it's long days at the moment.
It's no longer free drinks, is it?
No, they've made that abundantly clear as you sat down.
Just a water, please.
Cheap stuff.
How much is our room? If we should probably stay here one more night, wait for shade before we set off.
Could probably make this our regular place.
That's a bit pricey for a regular place, mate.
Well, we wouldn't need to worry about the price when we get this job over with.
Maybe. I think it seems like we might be gone a while though. We're going out of the city.
True.
I mean, if you're wanting to stay the night, it's well, it'll be two gold a room.
Well, I'll get a room.
I was going to say I'll pull out a gold, and be like, I'll flick you the gold.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else bunking up?
I'll share a room with you again.
Sure.
I imagine you'll be joining.
I will.
So I'll
Drop in a gold.
Sat in a chair.
Death stare, weeping.
Are you putting in a gold there?
Yeah.
I'll put gold in.
How much for an ale and some food for bed then? Or are we best going somewhere else coming back?
Is there a takeaway round?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for like a full-on like evening meal type thing with a few beers, you're probably looking around like a gold.
So,
It's pricey, but it's very good stuff.
Yeah, go on.
A gold each.
Like the locals here are still slightly baffled as how you're here.
cheers.
How close are we to like the port where the fishing is?
A way off. A good fair way off. The closest there is also fishing in the Azocula Quad, which is the airship quad. However, it's less than literally what is known as the fishers like area.
What are you after fishing?
Catch might suffer.
Well, we just bought supper.
You have.
Oh, would you like some supper, Doctor?
Yes, please.
You'll have some as well then. You have money, Doctor.
Quite.
Yes.
Just counting the copper.
No worries, I'll spot you.
Thank you.
Dave, while we say it, could I borrow one of those daggers?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll hold my dagger.
Please don't throw it.
Pass the dagger.
Critical hit. And it's just pointing at the side, no deaths.
Now, I have a question.
Mhm.
I have proficiency with simple weapons, and I imagine a dagger
Yeah.
is a
Yes.
simple
Yep.
weapon. If I weren't going to try and stab something, but use the dagger as like an etching thing, would that also give me that?
I mean, you're not using it as a weapon, so the proficiency in simple weapons is more like no. However, I mean, I'm gonna. It'll be a sleight of hand, just for pure control. It's gonna be
Okay.
all dex
No worries.
based.
Well, I'm going to try one initial mark to see how the rest goes.
Okay.
Because if I go, yeah, this is looking awful, I'm not going to ruin it because it's quite expensive and it's not my money.
I'm guessing you're going for an M first.
Sorry?
What initial are you going for first?
Initial. I wasn't going to go for an initial at all.
Oh right,
I
okay.
was
So you're
gonna-
going for a marking.
I was going to put like tusks.
When you said initial mark,
Yeah,
I was
I-
like, oh right, you're
actual
carving.
initial. No, I mean like the first mark.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I wasn't going to put my initial on. It's not for me. That'd be weird.
Oh God, he's gonna carve the loot.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
he's doing.
no.
Yeah.
You watch as he gets the dagger from you, and then just places the loot face up on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, face
so
up on the
face it. I'm
table
gonna
with the dagger in his hand
I'm
and
gonna
starts
try and
pressing it into
carve-
the wood.
Carve like a tusk there, and then put a G.
Oh, okay,
So that's what I'm going to try and do.
okay.
Because
Oh,
she asked
Lord.
for a loot, and she wanted it specifically from me. So I didn't just buy it. I've done something to it.
Stab straight through it.
That's why I'm being very careful with the initial mark. That's why I'm not going.
Just don't roll a crit fail.
Oh, that's 21.
21. Okay.
I'm good with weapons.
All right. As you start to make that first mark, and yeah, it's a good shape. It's quite smooth. It's a little jagged because you've not like sanded it down and woven it in. But as far as the carving goes, it looks really good. You continue getting like the tusks sort of like. I'm guessing you're probably pointing both tusks sort of like upwards
Yeah.
on the edge of the bridge.
Yeah.
Which corresponds with the two.
That was my idea.
and it
Yeah.
sort of like points towards them. and then you finally finish it off with a big G sort of like in the centre. Try and make it a little bit fancy.
Just like give it a rub to get any bits off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
That
That's very, very impressive.
genuinely doesn't look half bad. You're not sure if it's an improvement, but it's a thing.
Okay, I want one personalised loot. It's just the rest of it. Got to sort out.
Good, very good. So we got any leads on finding this kid then?
They said outside of the city. I'd probably suggest town, like outside towns, maybe farms, that kind of thing.
Is it like close or is they likely to go on one of them sky ships? She's gone.
Guess as good as mine. Might be worth asking there as well. I imagine that she probably stands out quite a lot.
Not if she's trying to hide.
I'll have to say.
Could have either been a stowaway or either snuck away on, well, caravan going out.
Well, we can ask around these places, split up, send a few people one way, some people another. Maybe we could send yourself, Dara, to around where Gwen haunts, so you can get that information for me. That didn't cost 24
think
gold.
that me being by myself with somebody who doesn't like us very much is a good idea.
Well, but anyone but me is probably good. You can take the doctor. I mean, again, no offence, he's terrifying. And we did see him pretzel about 3
He's
people.
crying now.
Well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, don't worry.
I think it might also be with just checking leads for any other kidnappings might have happened or anything.
Not a bad idea.
I think she's run away, but you never know, do you?
I don't know. For some reason, there's just a lot of doubt around it.
It's just that mass badger was definitely after some info. I feel like it got the wrong kid, so maybe it's after the same thing we are.
Would your friend be able to help us? Whoever it might be. Mysterious man.
Yeah, don't think they would have much information. Or at least not at the moment. They'll probably know pretty much what Gizmo told us, if not less.
Looks like a wonder it is.
Okay.
Would you like me to hand deliver the loot?
You can do, but I don't know if that brigade's on the deal. She wanted it specifically from me, didn't she?
Oh, you put your initial on it.
No, she put her initial.
Put her initial on it.
Gee.
But if I just say like
Shows the G.
hand delivered from
Gax Garrow.
hand
That's my
delivered
next
from
character.
Marrow.
Cousin.
Sure. If that works.
Yes, right.
That'll give me a starting point for the conversation, I imagine.
Okay.
Do it tonight. Know where they're going.
How?
Just turn up at the
Actually
meeting.
do.
Just with you. Got loot for you.
You know where they're attempting to go anyway.
Do we know he's
We'll
smudged the
definitely
paper?
leave that one.
I mean, he's not told you.
I think we should leave it till next day.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed it works out for them tonight. I don't want them to be annoyed tomorrow when we beat them, but...
Well, I hope nothing does happen. I expect another fight. Time for Mara to redeem himself.
Definitely. If he can.
Don't tell him that. It's not his fault he got beat by a girl with one hand.
It's going to do you some internal damage.
Next time I let him out, he'll just disregard everything I say, probably.
Just a fist forms in your stomach.
No, I think he's looking forward to it. We've lost before. It's not a big deal. just would like to know who I'm losing to, if that makes sense.
There's always a bigger fish in there.
Yeah?
That's for sure.
Oh, I'm still pretty young yet. I've got plenty more years left in me.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. But yeah, I'm confident. I know how she moves, I know her tricks now. I probably should have known that already, but
At the very least, you'll weaken her. And we can stop her killing you.
thanks.
You're welcome. Anytime.
So I'll go back to eating. And drink. I'm sorry for myself.
Well, and on that note, yeah, we'll tie up tonight's session as you're going in for that long-awaited long rest once more. Still recovering from the previous night of drinking.
Could I do 2 spells before we do a long rest?
Of course.
I've been saving up. So you wanted like a fluffy sheath for your things. So
As soon as I don't sleep, I can give you the pillow that I would have anyway.
I'm going to use that and cast
There's one of them.
minor transmutation. And turn
Oh,
it into
okay.
that.
So you're gonna take the pillow, sort of like a little bit of like a bedroll type thing,
Yeah,
and you're just crafting it into like
the exact shape.
a couple of sheaths
Yeah.
for. All right, yeah, I'll allow that. It takes you
A minute.
yeah, a minute of concentrating as you weave that harmony together. But yeah, as you watch the transmutation start to take place, and as you're just shaping it around these 2 war picks for cushioning blows. Yeah.
Safe for children.
Also,
Safe for children.
this bit might not dissolve as easy. So, fingers crossed. And then the second spell I want to do is I want to cast 2nd level Cure Wounds on Grey Cloud because it'll last with him for 24 hours. So as soon as we're not fighting, alright?
Mhm.
Save me a spell for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna imbue that spell.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't
Very
actually get
cool.
Yeah, you can get injured too.
He can,
Oh,
but he
injury.
didn't. He's holding the spell. You watch as
So if I,
the spell is and you can say it.
as Grey Cloud comes out, I'll cast a bit of my soul magic onto him and he'll just suck it in and it'll like glow in his eyes and then he'll just hold it there. I'll be like, if I need it, pal, tomorrow, I'll show you.
Interesting.
Oh, and then he can cure wounds to you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh.
So I use the spell slot now, but because I'm
Then he
about
gets
to
it in
long
the morning.
rest, I'll get it back.
That's a good idea.
Smart.
Mm. Okay. So as you take to your beds, finally feeling a little bit of, a little bit less drunk than the whole day and the night before. We'll leave it there for tonight, and we will commence from the morning with whatever plans you have.
Wonderful.
Hopefully nothing that involves killing us.
I mean, we've got a good track record so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we not do that?
All right.
I'm prepared now, so.
That's true. Alright, well, I hope you have enjoyed watching as much as we have enjoyed playing this.
Quite a good one.
Yeah, we definitely enjoy this. And we will be back as usual next week on the, with a cat playing Jade as well, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not going to take a week for recovery.
Hope not.
But yeah, we'll hope to see you then. So for now, we'll rock and roll out of here, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.